Welcome to your practice today. We are going to be using Surya Namaskara, the Sun Salute. So I'm having a look at my notes on Surya Namaskara, and in fact, really interesting how the yoga texts say that the spinal cord is the link between the brain and the body. It is the conduit for all our energies. So when we're moving through sun salutations, or in fact any type of yoga flow practice, you might want to always sense that despite any physical challenge or any stiffness that you feel, you're creating, by undulating through that spinal column, you're creating a shift in the left brain, the right brain, left nostril, right nostril, balancing out the feminine and the masculine. And I think, you know, that is really a wonderful way of reconnecting to the heart of your practice and thinking about it in a more layered style, and how it's going to affect all the layers of your body. And as we come to sit on the mat today, think as well as your poses as being questions and not answers. So when you are in your postures, even if it's a faster flowing movement, feel how you're breathing. Notice if you can create more ease or more connection in your body and mind, and respect and honour what your body needs today. Always listening to the body and making those adaptations that you require. So in seated now, sit with awareness. Let the shoulders roll comfortably with your breath. Melt the shoulders away from the ears, and then slightly lower the chin as if you're bringing the brain and the mind down, just as if you're resting the mind as you close the eyes momentarily. A mild lift in the chest as if you're bringing the heart up. And as you sit with awareness here, allow breathing to rise and fall. And then begin to bring your left arm over the ear in a mild or medium or moderate side bend. And then as you reach back to sitting and that left arm extends towards the sky, let breath come into your body and then rotate right and take the left arm across the hip, looking over that right shoulder. Find the breath and coming back to center. Just going to do that twice more. So right palm on the mat, side bend, opening your left side. Let breath occur. Try not to just go through the motions. And then as that left arm extends away from the left hip, rotate to the right, look over that right shoulder. And again. Side bend, and then turn right. And then release into the center, sitting on the edge of the block, or of course just sitting on the mat. Notice which leg is in front if you're like me and you're sitting cross-legged. Right arm sails or floats up to sky. Relaxing the face, just easing out the side ribs. And then extending from your center, twisting to the left. Couple times more, or you might be moving faster. So you're side bending and twisting the same sides. Turning left, and then you're leaning over to the left, opening that right side channel. And if you do have a block or brick, I know many of us do, bring it out to the front of the body now. Cross the legs the other way and take hold of that brick or block and just ease yourself into a forward leg. So you might have the block at this highest point, doesn't quite matter where it is. Maybe you're reaching for a wall or a shelf and just ease those arms forward. Follow with the breath. Inhale, exhale, lengthen forward. And you might want to do this a few times. Of course, it's fine to bring the hands to the earth and lengthen down towards your mat as well. But sometimes just first thing in the morning, you know, your back might feel a little bit restricted, maybe even through the hips and the groin. So remember to apply those questions to your posture. Am I breathing? Is there a good level of challenge, but do I feel safe within that challenge? What does my body need today? Just having a little bit of a wriggle as you ease out through the side bodies and lengthen those arms forward in the seated forward fold. And then maybe that block is nearby to be handy. Release the legs out and round. And let's come into cat-cow. So draw your shoulders away. And as you let the heart blossom and lift into the sit bones, just almost imagine a pose like up face dog. So pressing the earth away powerfully, making a moment here of honouring the support of the legs and the arms. Exhaling as you round into that arching spine, hugging those inner muscles in. And then go with the flow a few times in your cat-cow. Make it your own. You might want to take some time to wriggle and move a little bit side to side, and maybe even circle your pelvis. So perfection is in the intellect. It's not really. It's a judgment call, isn't it? This desire to make things or control things or allow everything to be perfect. Instead, really feel what is unfolding in your body. Now from here, just take your left leg out to the left, reach the right hand forward and open up again through that side body. So just lengthen away. Take an extended length on that left side and then exhale and thread through. Press away, lift up. Some space in the heart and exhale and thread through. Might do that once more. And releasing. Take the buttocks towards the feet, little child stretch there. Move this over. And then second side of that it's a bit like gate pose. Take the right leg out to the right, the left hand underneath the shoulder, and then reaching up and over. And then exhale, thread the right arm through the left and spiral the chest down as best you can. Exhale, inhale. When you're repeating a pose with breath and movement, that's when you can really enter closed eyes and again, come into those inner layers of your practice. Extended child's pose. And then rise up to high kneeling, open out again. Lifting through the side ribs and big arm circles. Bowing, rising, big arm circles. Bowing and rising. And then place the hands in front of the knees or on your yoga block and let yourself come into your ragdoll pose. It's so important that you release space into the whole of that spinal column. So maybe let the body just rest on the thighs. Sigh out through the mouth if that helps. Stay here a little longer. Maybe feel the weight of the head just drawing the body down. And of course, Claire and Sandra, if you really want to go into a little bit more extension in the hamstrings, you can still have that micro bend in the knees, but just now and again, that little invitation to lengthen the leg from the back line. So even if you've got your hands on your block, you know, you've come into more of a half tabletop lift, you can just lift up through that sit bone, maybe just lengthen out through the legs, a little bit of mild pedaling there, just inviting some releasement through those muscles, like they're just pulling, you know, just gentle pull on a piece of elastic, and then ready to rise up and come to the top of your practice mat and finding your mountain pose. I'm going to alter this just a little bit, otherwise I sometimes find that I just hit my wall. Yes, you always need a lot more space to practice the yoga than you think, with the limbs reaching away. So let's open up to the sun. Inhale, expand. And as you exhale, just draw the palms back into the heart center. Have a check with your feet, spreading out through the toes, and really feel that grounded, steadfast stability in your mountain Tadasana. Connect to your breathing. Open the chest, and as you extend, lift the heart away, as if shining the chest up to the sky. Fingers reach away from those armpits. Exhale and fold easy or strong, crown down. Step the right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, exhale. And fingers or palms on the mat. Lift the left hip, lift the left knee. Sturdy stride back to your down face dog. Pedaling the legs. Couple times. And then reach the feet further back. Kumbhakasana, the plank. Hug in through that midline. And lowering the body, or knees down, lowering. Mild cobra, inhale, exhaling, extend to your child pose momentarily, and then rise into bent knee dog. Let's reach the right leg up towards the sky, extend away as best you can, right foot forward, left knee down, fingertips staying on the mat on this first couple of rounds, open up through that left hip and thigh. As you lift into high lunge, step forward, fold, and then rise, open to sky, exhale, fold again, left leg back, left knee down, so low lunge classical, right knee above the ankle, roll the shoulders away, finger pads, fingertips on the earth, or you can just lift the chest away a little bit, let the arms be releasing beside you, hugging in through that midline. Come up to high lunge, press back, down face dog. Extend the legs, bend the knees, transition to plank. And that might mean, of course, walking the heels of the hands directly below those shoulders and just pressing again through the earth away. Knees down, lowering, or your style. Find the breath. Inhale, cobra or sphinx. Exhaling. Child's pose for a nanosecond. And then down, face dog, left leg to sky. Breathing all the way through your practice. Right knee down, low lunge. Exhaling as you lift and step forward. Folding, belly muscles find a little bit of scoop and lift and tone into the abdomen. And rise. Exhale into the heart. Circle, inhale. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, right knee down. Arms flow up now. Expand the heart. Breathe in, circle down and round. Down face dog. Take a breath. Hug through to your plank. And lowering in and up to cobra. Now exhaling dog. Right leg to sky. That leg can be bent, you can lengthen it. Just find your way in your body. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, gather the energy, the arms extend and open. And we're circling them back round to the top of the mat. Lifting high lunge, exhale, fold Utkatasana or your ragdoll. Open to the sky. And exhale, fold again. Left leg back, left knee down. Arms expand your awareness to the possibilities of your practice today. Exhaling, down dog. It's nice having a blanket for under the knees, but I do keep catching it with my foot. Exhaling into your plank. Squeeze and hug those knees together. Lowering and mild cobra, all powerful lifting, expanding. Exhaling, down face dog. And left leg to sky. Push the earth away evenly. Try not to buckle those elbows. Relax the face. Left foot forward, right knee down. And Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. Expand. And exhale, fold. And rise. And palms into the heart. Now pausing here. Bringing the feet together. And finding Samasthiti, which is mountain centered Samasthiti, equal weights, equal pressure through those legs. Switch the right arm up and lengthen through the right side of the body, possibly even close your eyes. Think of that pose of plank, that Kumbhakasana, where you're just knitting all of your postural muscles into that midline, and then reach the left arm up, and maybe the palms touch above the head, and we've got namaste, prayerful hands above the head, or we might have to soften the elbows a little bit, or you might prefer just taking the arms much wider. Yeah? So here again, be wise. If the pose is the question, not the answer, as Judith Lassiter reminds us, then we're not here to force anything. And you may even also prefer having the arms in this attitude, you know, just an aspect of extending those palms forward, looking towards the thumbs. And ready to exhale, Utkatasana. Channel your strength, your breath. Be challenged but safe and comfortable with your challenge. And then release. Look to the sky and exhale. Press the arms away and down. So if Surya Namaskara, and if being in touch with the conduit of the spinal cord between the brain and the mind and the energies in the body, then when we enter a still pose that requires us to balance those energies, Utkatasana, powerful pose, is one of those poses that really holds your attention. Raising the left arm. Inhale, exhale, feel that left side extending from the outer foot all the way to the fingers. And inhale, exhale, raise the right arm. Inhale, exhale here, Urdhva Hasta Tadasana. you might feel, as I do, compelled to interlace the fingers and really squeeze those arms together. But in actual fact, if you keep the pressing of the hands, that in itself may feel, that hand mudra may feel for you today like a great challenge for your body and mind. Where is your pelvis? You don't really want to stick the bum out as you come to sit. You want to glide back from the hip creases and then choose to sit high or low. And maybe close the eyes and be really consistently aware of the breath in the body. Pressing out through the feet. Maybe you can feel, and I'd love you to feel this, the engagement of the gluteal muscles. So you're really working from the outside hips, nourishing through the power of the legs. Rooting down, drawing the center in. And bringing the intention of your mind. So directing your energy now as you rise up and sweep the arms away. Palms into the heart and notice your breath. And on the next two, we're going to lift the heels away into balance. So right arm rises. Extend, left arm rises. Exhale, Utkatasana, lift the heels. And again, draw gaze to mat. Or earth, or wherever it feels you've got that neutral neck. One more round of breath, rise. Try and lift and stay on the balls of the feet. And lengthen down. Grounded. Feel the way your breath energy has changed, if it has. Balls of the feet spreading, toes lifting, grounded and well stacked. Left arm overhead, inhale. Inhale, exhale the right. Palms pressing, or you've chosen those different arm positions. And inhale, exhale. Utkatasana, lift each heel away, coming into a balancing version, but staying in that midline focus and strength. Mind might begin to wander. Can you keep it here? And then slowly see if you can rise up and be back up on the heels, on the balls of the feet. So the heels have lifted, and then land your body. Calmly receive the breath. And let's come back to the top of the practice mat. Well done, everyone. Palms together. Mountain Utkatasana. Open up. Inhale as you lift arms, fingers towards the sky. As you continue to breathe, find your open heart. Back bend more or less. And then release palms back into your heart center. Inhale, exhale. Uttanasana. Fingers by the toes, step the right foot back. And as you come into high lunge, rotate the right heel in and down. And rise up the body. So we're finding warrior two. Left knee above the left ankle. A good open spread of the legs. Reach your right arm away. Inhale, exhale, reach the left arm away. Get that lovely sense of support through your midline. Centering the head, closing the eyes, breath is happening. Left elbow to the left thigh, side angle, right arm over the ear. Inhale, exhale. Returning to warrior two. Graceful, easeful. Strengthen the purpose in those standing legs. And then as you lift the torso, firming the leg. You might also want to lift your left foot and just be re-grounded. Make sure, of course, your legs are not so far split that you've lost your integrity in the foundation of the pose. And then with classical Hatha today, slide that left arm towards the left inner thigh. And as you reach the right arm away, Trikonasana. Maybe your fingertips can come to earth or block. And the right arm is over the ear. Relax your face. Lengthen that tailbone. And then as you bend the left knee, bring the hands on the inside of that left foot. Turn your left foot out to the left, right knee down. And possibly even lizard as you rest your forearms down on the earth. And then press the palms underneath the shoulders and just walk your left foot back underneath the ankle beneath the knee. So you're in your high lunge. Curl the right toes under. So you lift the hips, pop that right foot in. Now here is another opportunity for your block on its high position. Claire especially, Sandra, you might find this really useful. And take some time to enter Utkatasana, the pyramid, side flank pose. You want to get this beautiful length between the armpit and the hip. And that's why we're going to extend that block forward. Both feet fully grounded and lengthen your body. And remember, you might want to be a little bit soft in that front knee. And yes, your fingertips are on the earth and you're releasing into your fold. That can be really, really lovely as well. But just be in a place where it's okay for you, yeah? Where you're meeting with that balance of strength and stability, comfort and ease. Can you stay in your pyramid, please, for perhaps another 3 or 5 rounds of breath? Also notice whether your feet are rolling to the outside or the inner arches, and really work hard to understand those postural changes that come from your feet and the way that your feet meet with the earth. We're going to bend the knees, step forward, take the feet mat wide, turn the feet out and release down into Malasana, the deep open hip squat pose, or you can rise into goddess, you know, widening out through the knees and stacking the body here. Either way, find your pose for your body and then rise up to stand and return to mountain. Hip wide, prayerful. Breathe in, offer lifting of the front body, arcing of the spine, feeling the back muscles super strong and releasing to the heart. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, fold over the legs. Ragdoll, or your powerful standing fold, drawing the chest down, releasing that crown of the more, looking through the legs, or drishti on the nose. Step your left foot back, and as you spread out through that side lunge, lift up to the mat, lift the torso away, shoulders above the hips. Mostly, we want to re-establish that space between the right heel and the left inner arch and widen out through this thigh. You may have to do this a few times today just to experience the balancing energies. Extend the arms evenly from the heart for Apr22 2. And here again, you know, in that Utkatasana, when you felt maybe the support of the posterior chain, you felt the support of the gluteal muscles opening out through the groin. Can you kind of feel like you're hugging some energy into those strong muscles so you can open out through your thigh? Breathe. Slide into simple side angle. Right forearm on the right thigh, pressing away, left arm over the ear. By the way, Sandra Clay, you can come into your Utkatasana Parsvakonasana here if you wish. But if you're in this open height, revolve the ribs to the sky and then return. Warrior 2. A moment of calm breath awareness. Lengthen through the right leg. Notice that strength, almost like you're dropping an anchor through the left leg, and glide into high Trikonasana. Or, as I said, your version, arm over the ear, or maybe your fingers come to the earth or the block. Maybe even there's a micro bend in your knee. Inhale, exhale. And then as you bend into the right knee again, send your body down to the earth. Pivot on that back foot. Release the left knee to the mat. Turn the right foot out if that helps. So we've got this kind of essence of opening a little more out through the groin, lengthening a little bit more through your left hip. Hands under the shoulders, a little bit of rocking perhaps, or surrender to your lizard. And then as you draw the palms back to frame the foot, walk the foot back underneath your heart and chest. And as pressing hands or fingertips down, curl up into high lunge, transitioning to Parsvakonasana. So we've got right foot forward, left leg back. And as I said, I personally find it really helpful sometimes to lift the body much higher, extend away from those legs, and then re-enter the pose. Reaching the arms forward, checking in with the hips. So often in this pose, there's a real deep desire to twist the hips. So somehow lift one hip higher or suck the body in, often to that right hip. So can you observe that in your own body? And as best you can, adjust that. So level off. Might mean you bend the front knee. Might mean you have to hop the left leg in a little and you take a slightly shorter stance in your Parsvakonasana, the pyramid pose. So find your adjustments that allow this pose to bring you to this present moment, and then resting in the breath. Letting go of the past. Let the breath bring you here, and let the breath help you stay here. And there will be, in our yoga poses, moments of challenge, discomfort. You will step into some stiffness, you will step into some releasement. And those responses, how you meet with those challenges, is life itself. When you're ready, might not be right now, but when you're ready, stepping forward and adjust the feet to mat wide or possibly even slightly wider. Turn the feet out as you open out through your thighs. Sit back a little. Again, the block can help to bring you into this wide angle, Utkatasana, or you may need to rise your body and be in a pose we often just call goddess. So another round of breath here, or you've gone in a lot lower. So just again, take time to be in the held state of balance and serenity in your posture. And then we will rise up and bring the body back into mountain. Calmly understand and appreciate Where is your breath today? How does it feel now? And then we're coming down to the mat and back onto all fours. And as you press those wide open palms underneath the shoulders, re-entering your moving cat pose. Does anything already feel different? Can you feel a new sense of connection or fluidity? Is there a little more space in your mind to bring awareness to the breath? And then walk the hands towards more the top of the practice mat. Reach back into your Kumbhakasana, your plank, pressing the heels together, ankles, toes, and really filling up the whole of the mat with this powerful strength. Rotate the outer right foot onto the outside edge. So you start to bring your weight over to the right side of the mat. Step the right hand just half a hand forward. You may even want to turn your hand out a little bit. So having a moment of steadfast energy, bring your left foot forward like a scissor and draw the left side of the ribs up, left hand onto the left side of the ribs, and then open out into this scissor version of side plank. Lift your hips. Breathe and feel your ability to remain centered here. Know that if there's a real deep struggle today, take your right knee down and stay in pose with the right knee down. Yeah, so we've always got that time to adjust. But otherwise, if you're still here and you're happy, now take the left hand on the hip, and as you lift the left foot up, take the left ball of the foot behind you and travel to the second part of the pose. I'm hitting the wall again. So left ball of the foot behind you, and again reach up and open through the heart and chest. And it might be a real deep challenge to keep lifting those hips away and being strongly supported on that right arm. When you're ready, release to sitting. So bringing your right hip down. Fold the left knee on top of the right, so you're in a side sitting on your right hip. It's like mermaid. And then take the left hand to that. And that right hand that you were really pressing into, the bones are stacking. Reach the right arm up and we'll curl over to the other side. So where you've experienced all that muscular strength in that side plank, Vashisthasana, the scissor side plank, and what's known as the dancing dog or the wild thing, you're now in your other side bend. And then as we come and lengthen that right arm overhead again, remember that you're side sitting. Inhale, exhale, and rotate left. And squeeze the belly around the ribs, looking over that left shoulder. And you might even want to circle those wrists, shake out the hands and arms. So come back to plank. Okay, now I'm going to turn the other way actually. So I'm facing you, lovely, all of you today. And obviously Ros is joining us later as well, as we know. So into our plank. Inhale, exhale. Take the left hand, maybe a little half a hand forward. Really come into the power of that outside blade of your left foot. And travel in gently, first of all. Take the right leg forward like a scissor. And then feel with both hands on the mat you are well supported before lifting your right arm up or over the ear. You can always make a few adjustments from here, of course. And you're more than welcome to bring the hand down and stack the feet, coming into the more classical Vashisthasana. But I'm going to keep that right foot forward as a scissor and try and really lift the hips up. How are you feeling? How is your breathing? Can you sustain this pose a little longer, promoting focus in the brain and strength in the mind and body? You might need to put your hands out again as you lift the right leg up and take the ball of the foot behind you, and then pivot, and the chest and heart reaches the sky, and your right arm comes behind. It's a very powerful pose for the shoulder girdle. Breathe and feel your version, your way. And when you've completed and you're satisfied, let yourself sit on that left hip. And as you fold the knees to the side, try and stack your body. Right hand to the earth now. So this left one is the one that you were really using all that power and strength. And then lift the left arm overhead and bend to the right. And this is so delicious for the lifting and the space around the kidneys and the ribs. Opening up. And then twist to the right. Look over the right shoulder. And unravel to sitting. Come into your seated Utkatasana, please. Gather your props as needed to allow that seat to be well balanced. And then float the arms out wide, just like we had in our Warrior Two. Press down through the earth, reach the right fingers to the right, left fingers to the left. And scissor the arms a few times. Right over left, left over right. And then circle the arms. Just maybe 5 circles backwards, 5 circles forwards. Just want to stay with that lovely vital energy that a morning yoga practice can bring to you. And now coming into more of a meditative, a steadfast state again. Bring the right arm over the left. And as you bend the elbows, can you find Garudasana, eagle arms? And you can stay seated here with your eagle arms and just gently gaze towards your thumbs. Close the eyes. Feel maybe a little invitation to be a little rounded in the back. So what I would say is encourage you just to scoop the belly in and bring the elbows forward, tucking the chin. And this can feel really lovely in releasing from the power of that side plank. So just having a little efforting into that rounding. You might even feel compelled to fold. But for most of us, just sitting upright with good posture, letting the central channel, Sushumna, feel the breath rise and fall. Is your mind wandering? Can you maybe use a mantra? Breathing in, I nourish. Breathing out, I let go. Inhale, nourish. Exhale, let go. And then release the arms. Block actually can be useful. I don't know why I'm taking it out. I'm going to put it behind me. Block can be useful, as can 2 bricks. Take the feet out now and press the feet firmly into the mat in front of you. And as you reach the arms back, first of all, just encourage space again across the heart, growing into that seated back bend or opening front. And then whether you've got your hands on the outside edges of the block or you're pressing the fingertips into the pelvic rims there or the sides of your hips or behind your hips, press in, Lift buttocks, lengthen thighs, and come into that tabletop balance. Try not to let your head flop back. Please avoid that. So even if you're looking down the chest and it seems odd, strengthen through that midline. And then release back. Bring your legs forward, point the feet and toes. And as you lift the arms, inhale, exhale, folding through the legs there. Keep the knees bent if you prefer. And then rise up and let's repeat open pose again. So legs are long, lift the chest. Maybe exhale through the mouth as you blossom that heart forward. And then press, bent knees, feet pressing to create that even strength through your body. Fingertips towards the hips. Lift up and lengthen. Spread out through that pelvis. Definitely if you've got 2 yoga bricks, that pose will really be assisted by that. Because so often we need a little bit more height on our shoulder line, and raising the hips is not a problem. So again, meet with your challenge. Breathe well there. Inhale, exhale, fold. And then cross your legs the other way, if you can remember. And then we'll spread the arms, take the left arm over the right, eagle, and link the hands and fingers together. And as you sit, conscious yoga breathing, eyes open or closed. Melt the shoulders from the ears, relax the jaw. Are you able to enter a state of awareness and clarity here? Sometimes I like to just let the forehead touch the palms and sort of slightly bow. You might even want to completely fold your body, yeah? So choose where is your mind and body needing this release? Where does it need a release? Or just, your breath flow easier when you are seated upright. And of course, you can always have your back against a wall in any seated pose if you're particularly fatigued or you need that extra support. One more round of breath in your seated Sukhasana with Garudasana, eagle arms, and then release your legs, let them roll and shake away. And as you slide down onto the back body, hug the knees in. I have no idea why I'm down here. You know what to do. Prepare yourself for Shavasana. So hugging your knees in, massage your back, be warm enough, rock and roll that pelvis, perhaps a little floor twist. And bring yourself quietly down now to balance that spine. Remember that each pose we've used today has aided and accentuated this idea of balancing out the left and right side of the body. And now we're going to let yourself rest the physical body. So as you consciously relax your feet, draw awareness now up your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, and your thighs. Spread the hips and buttocks and soften the groins. Pausing to release the lower body, whether that's full Shavasana or your supine semi. Lay open your chest, so perhaps turn your palms up. Let the upper back arms rest, elbows, lower arms, wrists and palms. Inhale, exhale and pause and feel the upper body grounded. The neck to the waist. Notice your throat and chin, mouth, nose and cheeks, eyes, forehead, top of the head, back of the skull, back of the neck. Whole of the head heavy on your mat. Now inhale, exhale, become aware of your whole body here now, cultivating this present moment. And as you close your eyes, notice the state of your body, your mind and your breath. And what is the general mood? What's the general feeling in you now? And let's be true to yourself. There may well be negativity. Just bring awareness to that. There may well be a repetitive thought loop or a thinking current that flows through you. Perhaps go up to these things and then see if they can be regulated in some way. And how we do that is by returning awareness from body to breath, from mind to breath. So bring awareness now to your heart and to your throat and nose. And just imagine a little thread of gold energy coming from the heart to the throat to the nose. As you inhale through the nose, and imagine feeling the breath just blowing in a golden heart center. And then exhale, heart to throat to the nose. So it's really very simple. You have this little golden thread inside awareness resting there. Inhale both nostrils evenly. Mouth is closed but not tightly shut. So we've got a little gap between the teeth and the jaw, and the lips are just delicately resting. Feel every golden thread breath with complete and total attention. And you might feel already that your mind has become a little more absorbed in the breath and the process of breathing. And if body and mind and breath are really tired, allow fatigue to surface. And then let it float and drain away into Mother Earth. Cherish this time of being with you in stillness. Now, as you open your eyes, remaining in that state of still awareness and still acceptance of yourself being here. And as you open eyes, savor your state of yoga. Cherish this moment. And then choose to again maybe bring the knees to the chest very mindfully, hugging. I think it's lovely also, just want to remind you of this group, it's really nice sometimes just to hug one thigh into the chest, you know, stretch the other leg away and hug the left thigh into the chest, stretch the right leg away. Just a little small ankle circle maybe as you also find possibly a little hip circle, you know, just to close your practice really sweetly, just to reawaken yourself from a period of stillness, albeit that wasn't, you know, a full 20-25 minute shavasana. Honouring the state of yoga, honouring yourself as you come back to sitting. And as the palms come together, gratitude for your presence, your body, your mind, your breath, your soul. Thanks you for being here, as I do.